Hi folks, Jackie here from jmccreates.blogspot.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator living in Northern Ireland, and today we're going to make this card, which is an acetate front card, and it's both sides. Okay, for this card I made something like this. I made a smaller one in 4x4 and I put it in my box of 6 note cards and that I did a few weeks ago, or not even a few weeks ago. But anyway, it's on my YouTube 6 note cards in box, and the lovely Karla has asked me if I'm sure how to do that, so this is for you, Karla. Okay, for this one here I used the Foil Frenzy, Calypso Coral, a Little Wild stamp set and dies. These are all from the Little Wild stamp set and dies, as is this. Okay, and the Wild About You is from the same stamp set. Okay, for this one we are going to use Party Panda. It's nearly the end of celebration when I'm doing this, so I thought I would just do that. Here's all my bits. I've already stamped my Party Panda, and I used this die from Tonic. It's quite an old one to cut the background bit. The background foil card is from Hunky Dory. I've used Fabulous foil again, only this time in pink, and this time I'm doing both sides in the same pattern. I've also stamped the Love You from Party Panda, and this little outline die is from it too. And these I've cut a lot of little, I couldn't decide what I wanted to decorate with, so I've cut a few little pieces from a Do Crafts die set. This is from Tattered Lace, as is this one here. Okay, so my card base is approximately, I got these 15 for £1 in the pound shop, so I thought I'd give them a go because they work well with the Foil Frenzy. So it's approximately 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So my white piece is 5.5 by 5.5, and my patterned piece is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to cut those on together, and I'm not putting any glue in the middle because I'm cutting out the middle, and I need one piece. I've already got my piece, but you need one of the bits that you cut out from the middle. Okay, so we will just approximate and go for it. Okay, so make sure your both papers are running the same way. Take the one you've already, all I did was centralize it on that and run it through. Put your die back in, and this is how you get where the second one's going, and you need to draw a pencil line. Okay, and that's where your die is going then. Now it's not as easy to see that on there as it is on some of the other ones, so just take your time and get your die lined up and run it through your machine. I shall go and do that, and I'll be back in 2 ticks. So we've cut that out. Now to get the hole in your card base, you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to lay your card layer on where you want it to be, stick your die back in, and draw it round. and then line it up tape it down and run it through again. So we'll be back in a tick. And there we have our die cut piece in the front of our card. Now my card, I have a A4 die cut machine, which makes it easy to do any size of card. If you've got a smaller one, you can still, I did this the last time on a 4x4 note card, so you can do it any size. Then we're going to put our acetate on the front, and for this I have used the fabulous foil acetate from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to take the decorative bit off the back, and that will go. Right, we've now got our tape on the back of our acetate, and we're going to stick that onto the front of our card. Okay, so we'll just remove the backing. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to stand up so I can try and see if I make sure I get this cover and everything. Okay, right, and next then you're going to put your layer on top of that. Right, I think that's it there, pretty much. Tape, I think it will have to be tape, though I prefer to use wet glue because I could move it around, but wet glue and acetate are not always the best of friends. They tend to fall out, huffy little gits. As I called my grandson the other day. Huffy little git. Because I wouldn't give him any more sweeties. I had told him he had to have lunch first, so I was the worst in the world. Oh, to be a 4-year-old again. He's not used to Granny telling him off, you see. Not very good at dealing with either, so he's not right. I am going to stand up and there. I'm having to bring this close to me, I do apologise, but I need to try and get it in the right place, which is there. Okay, and then you're going to do the same on the other side. I will just run this tape runner over it. And put a wee bit of glue in the corners too. Right, make sure you've got both papers running the same way. And do we have liftoff? Not too shabby at all, not too shabby at all. We could live with that. Now, this is where you want to take one of the cut out bits that you had, okay, and put it in there, like that. Put, oops, whichever way is the right way up, of course, because this is going to be the back, so you want to put your glue on the back. Okay, and fold your bag over And you could have used the patterned piece, but it means making sure you get your pattern lined up, so I just went with this plain piece this time. Okay, then all you have to do is stick on your bits some phone tape. Oh, I don't want my scissors. Good job, everything in my craft room is pretty close. So I'm just putting a taste of foam tape on the back of my two bears, because I'm putting one on each side of the acetate. Stay there because I might need you. Right, I'm bringing it as close to me as I can again. I want to try and get it in the centre. There's no coming back from that now. You're down and you're staying. Right, now is the pernickety bit. If you've got a straight edge die, it's easier to line it up. I use a fancy edge, so I'm trying to line it up. Now, as you can see, I've already put a few pearls on. Okay, now we're all done bar the decoration. So, as I said, I have a set of Do Craft dies that give you all sorts of shapes of butterfly things. I think I'm going to put some of these on here. Where's my scribble mat? So I'm just going to put some, hold on a wee minute. Right, and we're just going to put that on there. And we're going to do the same in the opposite corner. Okay, do I need 4? Should I go for 4? Should I do the whole hog? I think I will. I think I'll do the whole hog and go for 4. You know what they say, go big or go home. Last one. Okay, stick down. Do's your bed or you'll go home, you bad beastie. Right, that's that. So, I might want to put them ones on there too, them little ones, but I'll think about it and do it later if I do. So next, all you need to put on is your sentiment and you're done. Apart from more gems in the middle of the butterflies, of course. So a little bit of foam tape. I'm going to stick it over because you have to remember not to go too far over that, which is going to be there. Okay. So I just want some pink gems for the middle of them butterflies that you can see. And that is us. This is our lovely acetate card. And then of course you can write in there. So that's us done. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and I totally appreciate you stopping by. And I'm hoping you come back again. Till next time, Jackie out.